Good morning, friends. Today is the last lectures that is on our unit 6th, ideal gas and process with ideal gas. So that's why today I am taking theoretical topic is the subtopic is the assumptions in kinetic theory of the gases. So after that we will see some of the problems, and this is the last lectures on ideal gases. So what are the assumptions? Because assumptions may be asked for 2 marks. So that's why I am taking assumptions in kinetic theory of gases. So what are the assumptions? First I will write assumptions and after that I will explain. The gas law. So as you know, the gas law is deduced. As you know, gas law equal to PV equal to MRT. This is deduced PV equal to RT. And first assumptions. So here's a gas consists of small particles called molecules. Second assumptions, molecules are in random motion, are in a random motion and they follows Newton's law of motion. This is second assumptions. Now third assumptions, the volume occupied by the molecules. The volume occupied by molecules is negligible as compared to gases. Is negligible negligible compared to volume occupied by gases, by the gases. Total 6 assumptions. No appreciable forces acts on molecules, acts on molecule except when they collide with each others. When they collide with each other. Fifth assumptions, molecules are perfectly elastic and the walls of the container also elastic. Thus, the kinetic energy of the molecules and momentum are conserved, and their momentum is conserved. And last assumptions, molecules are separated by large distance compared to their own size. Compared to their own size. Therefore, the attractive force between the molecules is negligible. So these are the assumptions, 6 assumptions. So in the gas law, as you know, gas law is PV equal to mRT, that is to deduce from PV equal to RT. And here's what are the assumptions. A gas consists of the small particles and called molecules. Molecules are random in motions. So that may be random 360 degree, that maybe goes upwards in the horizontally, downwards, or in the left hand sides motions, and they follows Newton's law of motions. Molecules follows the Newton's law of motions. The volume occupied by the molecules are very negligible as compared to the volume occupied by the gases. So the gas volumes is more and volume occupied the molecules are very less. These are the, you can say, solid particles. No appreciable forces acts on the molecules except the collide with each other. This is the fourth assumption. Molecules are perfectly elastic and the walls of the container are also elastic. So thus the kinetic energy of the molecules and their momentums is conserved. And this is the fifth assumption. And sixth assumptions are molecules are separated by large distance. As you know, 3 states. One is the solid state, another is the solid states. Next is the second is the liquid state, and third is the gaseous state. In solid states, the less space between the molecules, so that's why the attractive force is more strong. That means that may be atomic bond or covalent bonds. In the liquids, sum of the volumes. So that's why there means sum of the pockets, and that's why the molecules are slightly go away from each others, and in the gases molecules far away as compared to liquid and solids away from the each others. So that's why the molecules are separated by large distance compared to their own size. So about means the size may be in microns. So that's why the distance between the molecules are very great as compared to the size. Therefore, the attractive forces. So that's why the forces between the molecules is negligible as compared to solid and liquid. So this is the these are the assumptions made in kinetic theory of the gases. So such type of the assumptions may be asked during the examinations. So that's why try to remember these assumptions. Now we will see some of the problems which are different as compared to previous problems which are remaining. So that's why I am taking 2-3 problems related with these chapters, and we can close these chapters. Please note down problems. 1.5 kg of a gas undergoes a quasi-static process in which the pressure and specific volumes are related, in which the pressure and volume are related by the equation P equal to A plus BV. This equation where A and B are constant, That's why we have to calculate the value of the A and B. The initial and final pressures are initial and final pressure are 100 kilopascal, 1000 kilopascal and 200 kilopascal respectively. The corresponding volumes are volumes are 0.2 meter cube and 1.2 meter cube. The specific internal energy of the gas is given by the specific internal energy of gas is given by the relation relations U equal to PV plus 35 where U is in kilojoule per kg and P is in kilopascal and P is in kilopascal and V is in, and this is specific volume, V is in kg per meter cube. Find the magnitude and directions. Find the magnitude and directions of the heat transfer and the maximum internal energy of the gas and maximum internal energy of the gas during the process. So here's P equal to using equation for finding out A values above the A and B, we can write P1 equal to A plus B into V1 and P2 equal to A plus B into V2. So that's why P1 equal to, so P1 equal to, this is given 1000 kilopascal A plus B, volumes is 0.2 and 0.2 and this is 200 A plus B into 1.2. That's why suppose this is equation first and equation second. Now equation second subtract from equation first. That's why 1000 A plus B into 0.2 and this is 200 A plus B 1.2. That's why we have to change the sign. This will get cancelled and this is 800 equal to, this is B into 1 means B equal to minus 800 and A equal to, now put value of the A in any equations. Suppose by putting in first equation A plus B into 0.2. So that's why A plus minus 800 into 0.2. A minus 0.2 means 8 into, this is 160 and A equal to, this becomes 1160 60, right? This is clear. The value of the A and B now we got. So that's why first we'll calculate work transfers. Work transfers equal to equations, and this is V1 is to V2 PdV, and V1 equal to 0.2, this is 1.2, P equal to A plus B into V, and this is equal to dV. Now we can put 0.2 A equal to 1160 plus B equal to, and this is minus 800 into V into dV. This is clear? Our work transfer equal to 1160 into V, and this is 0.2 to 1.2 minus 800 into, you can write this is V2 squares, V1 squares divided by 2, and V2, this is 0.2, 1.2. So work transfers equal to 1160, 1.2 minus 0.2 minus 800, or this is directly I can write 400, V2 squares 1.2 squares minus V1 squares means 0.2 squares, and this is work transfers. So this is we request for the calculations about the heat transfers or change in internal energy. (1.2) squares and a 0.2 square multiplied by 400, 560, and this is 1160. I think this is 600 kilojoule per kg. Work transfers equal to. Now for changing internal energy equal to equations given U plus PV plus 35. Now we have to differentiate these equations. Or directly change in internal energy equal to, so the same equations we can write P2 to V2, this is this is 1.5 given. Yes, U equal to 1.5 PV. This is equations given 1.5V. So that's why 1.P, P2, V2, 35, and this is minus 1.5 P1s, V1s. This is total plus 35. So change in internal energy equal to 1.5. Directly can I write, and this is 1000 into 1.2 plus 35 plus 1.5 into, and this is 200 multiplied by 0.25. This is sign change, minus 35. So that's why change in internal energy equal to, this will get cancelled, 1.5 into means this is 1200 minus we are taken already commons, and this is 200 into 0.2 means this is 40. It is given pressures P1 equal to 1000. I mistake here. And V2 equal to 0.2. So that's why this is 200 into 0.2, and this is P1 is greater. P1 is greater, and this is 1.2, 0.2, and this is 1000. Multiplied by 1.2, this is equal to 240 minus 1000 into 0.2. This is 200. And that's why 40 into this is equal to 60 kilojoule. And this is your answer. The specific internal energy, find the magnitude and the directions of the heat transfers and maximum internal energy. So this is change in internal energy. Now we have to calculate maximum heat transfers equal to. So heat transfers equal to equations Q according to the first law of thermodynamics, W plus U2 minus U1 Q, W equal to, this is 600 plus 60, this is equal to 660 kilojoule per kg. So means heat transfer from surrounding to systems, because this is positive. So for finding out maximum internal energy of the gas, so that's why this is for maximum internal energy. So you have to take this equation. So we have to 1.5 PV plus 35. Now by taking or by differentiating this equation, so du by dV, this is 1.5 P into V equal to 1 plus V into dP equal to this is 0 plus, now this is constant 35 P into V. This is pressures equal to so because yes we have to use these equations. P equal to U 1.5, P equal to A plus means A equal to 1160 minus 800 V into V plus 35. Alright, so that's why 1.5 1160 into 1.5 and this is V, that's why 1740 V minus this is 800 and 1200 V squares plus 35. P equal to, we calculated that values P equal to A plus BV 1160, this is correct. A equal to, so A's values this is equal to 1260. I maybe make some of the mistake here, so this is 1260. So that's why this work transfer is equal to 700 kilojoule per kg. This is clear. This is 760 kilojoule. Now this is 1260. 1260 multiplied by 1.2. This becomes 1260 multiplied by 1.5. This is 1890 V, right? And this is 1200 V square plus 35. Now differentiating this equation, what happens? Du by dV equal to, for maximums, and this is 1890 V once minus 1200, and this is 2 into multiplied by 2 into V. This is 0, 1890 minus V equal to V equal to, this is equal to 0.7875 meter cube. This is clear. Now we can put this is in these equations, and pressure is equal to so that's why from equation P equal to A plus B into V. So A equal to 1260 plus, and this is minus 800, and V equal to 0.785. That's why multiplied by 800, and this is 630, and this is 1260 for maximum internal energy equal to 1 2 this is again 630 kilo Pascal. P equal to, now we can put value of the P and V in these equations. So internal energy equal to 1.5 into 630 multiplied by, so what is equation? U equal to 1.5 P into V plus 35 630 multiplied by 0.7875 plus 35. This is the maximum change in internal energy. (1.5) multiplied by 0.7875 plus that's why this value is 779.18 kilojoule, and this is your expected answers. It transfers at maximum internal energy. So this is maximum internal energy equal to 60 kilojoule according to the, and maximum internal energy equal to 779.1875. This is the your answers. Heat transfers equal to 760 kilojoule. So this is as transfers of the heat from system to the surroundings. Note down next problems. So this is last problems. A cylinder contains 0.084 meter cube of hydrogen. So this is not air, this is hydrogen. 84 meter cube of hydrogen. So that's why its gas constant R is different, of 1.05 bar and of 1.05 bar and 18 degree centigrade. It is compressed. It is compressed adiabatically. It is compressed adiabatically. So this is lower. Compressed means pressure increase and volume decrease to 14 bar pressure increase, 14 bar and volumes is given or not, then expanded, then expanded isothermally to the original volumes. The characteristics constant for hydrogen is the characteristic constant for hydrogen is per kg, joule. This is not kilojoule, joule. Determine the final pressures above the gas. Determine the final pressures of the gas and the amount of heat added during the isothermal expansion. Also find the amount of heat extracted from the gas. Amount of heat extracted means mCV into delta T from the gas, to reduce to initial state above the pressure, to initial state of the pressure. So first I will draw according to the given first process. After that we will see what is given and what is to be calculated. So first try to draw the diagrams on the PV diagrams. Suppose this is PV diagrams. Initial state volumes, suppose this is first point, increased up to, and this is adiabatically, means PV raised to gamma equal to constant, and this pressure is 1.05 bar, and pressure is increased up to 14 bar. This is second points, P2 equal to 14 bar. 0 point volumes, V1 equal to 0.84, and this is given. So that's why by using relations P1 V1 raised to gamma equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma. Gamma equal to 1.4, we can consider directly. But this is Cp is given. So I mentions, forget here mentions, and it's a specific heat at constant pressure, and it's a specific heat at constant pressures equal to this is given 14.29 kilojoule per kg. This is given. So that's why first we have to calculate gamma, because Cp minus Cv equal to R. Cp equal to this is given 14.29 kilojoule. So that's why 49 means 40,290. Cv equal to, this is unknown, this is 4,200. That's why equal to Cv. Cv equal to, so first we will calculate this gamma, because some of the values given, minus this is equal to 10,090 kilojoule, sorry, this is joule per kg. That's why Cp minus Cv or Cp gamma equal to Cp divided by Cv, gamma equal to 14,290 divided by 0, gamma equal to this is equal to 1.4162, gamma equal to. Now by using these equations we can calculate volume at second points. P1 equal to 1.05 bars. So that's why, because these both are in bars, so that's why directly I am taking V1 equal to 0.084 raised to 1.4 equal to 14 bar multiplied by V2 raised to 1.4. That's why 0.084 raised to 1.4, this is equal to multiplied by 1.05, this is equal to, and divided by 14, this is equal to, and this is log. So that's why log of E is 2.339 multiplied by 1.4 into log of V2. Ten to the power minus 3. This is equal to So I consider this equations is the isentropic equation, and this is not given. This is correct. Means up to now this is what we are calculated, that is correct. Now for calculations of the mass, P1 V1 equal to mR T1s. So P1 equal to, and this is 1.05 into 10 to the power 5 volumes, 0.084, and this is 4200. T1s equal to 18 degree centigrade plus 273. This is 291. So that's why 1.05 into 10 to the power 5 multiplied by 0.84 divided by 4200 divided by 91. And this is m equal to, this is correct, 7.216 and 10 to the power minus 3 kg. So it is given adiabatically. So that's why here we can take equations. T2 divided by T1s equal to P2 divided by P1s raised to gamma minus 1 divided by gamma. So first we'll calculate T2. This is 291.14 and this is 1.05 and this is 0.2875. First we'll calculate T2. 14 divided by 1.05 raised to 0.2875 multiplied by 291. This is T2 equal to 612.79 Kelvin, and this is isentropically, it is compressed adiabatically, then isothermally. This is given isothermally to the original volumes. So that's why I will consider this is isothermal process to original volumes. This is second point and this is third point. So after that I think we will get these relations. So that's why T3 equal to isothermally means constant temperature process, 612.7 Kelvin, and this is correct. Determine the final pressures. Now final pressures equal to, so again we have to take, this is isothermal, PV equal to means PT, P2 V2 equal to P3 V3 right. That's why for finding out first bit final pressures of the gas, yes, that is P3 equal to how much. That's why yes, and this is constant temperature process, so that's why we can write PT V2 we calculated, still not equal to P3 V3. So we have to calculate V2 first. This is P2, means we have to change these signs. Otherwise, by taking equations P1 V1 raised to gamma, P2 V2 raised to gamma. So V2 equal to P1 equal to 14 bars, V1 0.084 raised to 1 point. This value is required. P2 equal to 14 bar, V2 equal to again 1.4162. We request because V2 that is equal to V1 equal to V3, but V2 will calculate because we request this value V2 here. 0.084 raised to 1.4162 multiplied by 14. This is 0.419 raised to 14. 0.419 divided by 14. This is 0.02996. Now by taking this is 1 divided by 4162 equal to V2. So V2 equal to, directly I am taking this V2 equal to 2.1226 into 10 to the power minus 3, because this is decreased. This is clear. So that's why now put value of the 14 into, and this is we are considering P3 equal to, that is to be calculated. So that's why here multiplied by 10 to the power of 5, and this 2.21 or 1226 into 10 to the power minus 3, P3 equal to, this is to be calculated V3 equal to original volumes, because V3 equal to up to this is given to the original volumes. So that's why V1 equal to, I can take this 0.084, P3 equal to 2.1226 10 to the power minus 3 multiplied by 14 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 0.084. This is 35376. This is in Pascal, Newton per meter squares. So that's why, because this is divided by 10 to the power 5, this becomes in bar. That's why this is P3 equal to 35376 bar. P3 equal to. This is clear? Now amount of the heat extracted. So amount of the heat extracted equal to this is, and the amount of the heat added during the isothermal expansion process means P2 to 3 heat added. So second bit, heat added during isothermal process. So that's why equal to, can I write mCV, this is T3 minus T2, because this is the end of the, that is to be considered, and but this is for isothermally, this is not equations. Isothermal equal to Q23 equal to W23 plus internal energy, and this is constant. This is temperature process, so that's why internal energy equal to, this is equal to 0 and this is 2 3, so that's why 2 3 equal to P2 V2 in log of E V3 divided by V2. So P2 equal to, we already calculated that values. This is given 14 bar, 14 into 10 to the power 5. V2 equal to, this is 2.1226 10 to the power minus 3 log of E. V3 equal to, original values 0.084, V2 equal to, this is 2.1226 into 10 to the power minus 3. This is correct. 0.084 divided by 2.1225 divided by 10 to the power minus 3, 39.5759. So that's why 39.3557 equal to 3.06 multiplied by this value 2.1226 into 10 to the power minus 3 multiplied by 14 into 10 to the power 5. Right, this is 10,913, and this is, we consider this is in Pascal, so that's why this is in Joule or otherwise 10.913, and this is kilojoule. Third bit, find the amount of the heat extracted from the gas to reduce the initial state. So that's why during this process Q3 Q1 heat extracted from the systems. So that's why here's and this is 2 3 and this is 3:1 equal to mCV into T1 minus T3. Last point means up to the end point means final minus initial. So that's why m equal to this is 7.216 into 10 to the power minus 3 CV equal to 10,090. T1 temperatures 291 and T3 temperatures, that is equal to T2 temperatures. So that's why I am taking this is 612.79. So I think this is minus. So that's why heat extracted, that you will get negative 612.79 minus 291 multiplied by 90 multiplied by 7.216 into 10 to the power minus 3. This is equal to 23.429 kilojoule. So amount of the heat extracted from the systems, and that is to be surrounding. So that's why this value we are getting negatives. Heat extracted. This is your last answers. So that's why today we will stop here, and in the next class we will start next chapters, that is properties of the pure substance. So after that we can take entropy and availability, because we are taking more times. So that's why today I stop here, and tomorrow we will continue. And the next means we can start. The next chapter is the properties of the pure substance. Thank you.